Let's move on to the next thing that we're going to discuss on how to acquire software. There are several ways. One, buying pre-written software, or through ordering customized software, or it could be developing customized software. And lastly, you could have downloading public domain software. Take note of this. Each of these ways acquiring software has its own advantages and limitations. Let's discuss one by one. First, buying pre-written software. So what you're going to do. So prepare a list of all available software packages that can perform the desired task. And you're going to select those software packages only that meet the system specifications. Then afterwards, you need to choose the best one and find out the source from where you can purchase the finally selected software at the cheapest price. What are the advantages and limitations of buying pre-written software? Usually, costless and planned activity that can be started almost immediately, and often operating efficiency and capability to meet specific needs of user more effectively. That is the disadvantage. It is not good for pre-written software compared to in-house developed software packages. The second way is ordering customized software. So these are the things that you are going to do. If none of the available pre-written software packages meet the specific requirements of a user, it becomes necessary for the user to create a customized software package. Then if a team does not exist in-house, and the user must get it created by another organization by placing an order for it. So what you're going to do first, you are going to prepare a list of all user requirements carefully, then floats a tender for inviting quotations for creation of the requisite software. Then afterwards, after receiving the quotation, the user selects a few of those quotations and further interaction based on the cost quoted by them. And you need to see the reputation of this company in the market and their submitted proposal. Then, the user personally interacts with the representatives of each of the selected vendors. Afterwards, you make a final choice of the vendor to offer a contract for creation of the requisite software. After selecting, the selected vendor then creates the software package and it delivered to the user. Then vendor need not to develop everything from scratch, but user may choose to place the order of both hardware and software to a single vendor. Then the vendor develops the software in this chosen hardware and delivers the software along with the hardware to the user. So this process is what we call end-to-end solution, or what we call turnkey solution. What are the advantages and limitations of ordering customized software we have here? User need not maintain its own software development team, which is an expensive affair. User needs to always depend on the vendor for carrying out the changes, and the vendor may separately charge for every request of the change. The next way is developing customized software. So in this case, if no pre-written software package meets the specific requirements, and if the organization has in-house software development team, so you have programmers, designers, it may choose to develop a customized software package in-house. So what you're going to do, organization first constitutes a project team to develop the software. Then the team studies the requirements and plans functional modules. It then analyzes which of the functional modules need to be developed and which of the functional module requirements are met with existing pre-written software. Then afterwards, the team next plans their programs and will do their coding, testing, debugging, and documentation. Then the team will test all the modules in an integrated manner. Then the team then deploys the software for the use by the users. Then users then will use the software, and the project team members responsible for the maintenance or maintaining activities in the software development life cycle. What are the advantages and limitations of developing customized software? First, easier to carry out changes in the software if it is developed in-house. If there will be problem, you will just call the development team. So the developing software in-house means a major commitment of time, money, and resources. So in-house software development team needs to be maintained and managed. Last, downloading the public domain software. What does it mean? It refers to a software available free or for a nominal charge from the bulletin boards or user group libraries on the internet. And we have public domain software. It is also referred to as a shareware or a freeware. And they are also known as community supported software, as mostly the authors do not support the product directly, and the users of this software support help each other. We have open source software. This types of software allows a user to download, view, modify, and distribute modified source code to others. Let's move to the advantage and limitations of downloading public domain software. So this process available for free or as shareware and are usually accompanied with source code. But usually there is a community supported as authors does not support users directly. And one good thing here, with this way, softwares can be downloaded and used immediately. The problem, the softwares may not be properly tested before release. We have open source software becoming popular. Why? Because it allows any user to download, view, modify, and redistribute. And user can fix the errors or bugs and change software to suit the needs. And copyright is protected for both original and subsequent authors. Take note, not all open source software are free. Let's move to the next subtopic. We have software development life cycle. We have your diagram. First one is requirement specification. And the second one is system analysis and design implementation. And it will be followed by testing and debugging, deployment, and lastly, maintenance. So software development life cycle, what is requirement specification all about? So the team, the IT team defines all possible requirements of the software in this phase. When you say system analysis and design, the IT team or the project team studies the requirement specified in the first phase with respect to available hardware and software technologies and prepares a system design document. Okay, so in this phase you need to have system design document. The next stage is implementation. So this phase is also known as construction or what we call code generation. Why? Because in this phase, the team constructs the various software components specified in system design document. The next phase is the testing and debugging, and the project team integrates the independently developed and tested modules into a complete system, and the team then tests the integrated system to check if all modules coordinate properly with each other. And the next phase after testing debugging is deployment, and the project team deploys the software at users on site or along with associated hardware for use by intended user. The last phase is maintenance. It means that project team fixes problems in the system in all of the phases. So they're going to get the feedback, and of course if there will be errors, you're going to fix those errors or bugs. What is software engineering in computing? Software engineering, let's define first what is a software. So last discussion, we know that software is a set of computer programs, procedures, and associated documents. When you say engineering, it is a systematic application of scientific knowledge in creation and building of cost-effective solutions. If we are going to combine the two, software engineering is a systematic application of principles of a computer science and mathematics in creation and building of cost-effective software solutions. So there's a need for software engineering. Why? With software products growing in scale and complexity, so a number of software developers involved in a software development project has been increasing proportionately. And managing the development of large software products and maintaining them is a difficult task. Progressively, large software products in sensitive applications are being used, and required correctness and reliability of software products is increasing. What are the goals of SE? First, correctness should be of very high degree, and the second one, usability should be of very high degree also. And this one, the cost effective. All of the projects must be in the cost effective. It means that the total development and operational cost of a software product should be as low as possible. Next one, we have precise requirements definition. It means that the designer of the software product must define its requirements precisely. And we have also this objective or principle of SE. We have modular structure. The designer of the software product must structure it in a modular fashion. And modular design helps in distribution of development tasks of different modules to different programmers. And the next principle is abstraction. It means software product should use abstraction and information hiding, and object-oriented programming takes care of this aspect of software engineering. And when we say abstraction, it helps easy for usability of the existing modules. The other principle is uniformity. It refers to the principle wherein software products should maintain uniformity in design, coding, documentation, and many more. So what is this case, or computer-aided software engineering tools, which is a term that will provide a wide range of features for creation of better and more reliable software products. So we have the term design and specification tools. It will allow programmers to design visual screens, menus, database tables, reports, dialog boxes, and other key components of a program. Then we have here code generation tools. It will generate source code or programs from the design specification of a software product. Next, we have testing and debugging tools. It will help programmers in testing and debugging of their programs. And we have source code analysis tools, help in optimizing a program by pointing out unreachable lines of codes and functions that the program never uses. Then we have documentation tools. It will assist in automatic generation of technical documents for software products. That ends topic 5, and I have here keywords and phrases for you to define and put it in your summary notes. And after answering the definition, you need to answer my 3 questions for your 1-minute right reflection. First, what are the salient thoughts you have learned? How do you feel about them? And last question, what are the things that are not clear to you? Write your answers in Microsoft Word document and send it to the email address written in your unit information guide. Thank you.